Middle zone player.
Here we go. Here we go. Is Hennessy going? What's going on over there? Help. Is that penalty? Uh-oh.
Kid's bumming. He's gone.
He socked him good, didn't he?
Out of the game.
Look at him, Dave Brown. He's like Dave Brown.
Go, fuck!
Say, Doug! Come on, Dougie!
Come on, Doug! Oh, it's getting railed. He's getting killed.
Oh my! Let's go, Doug!
Didn't get any of it unfolded?
Say, Doug! Say, Dougie!
Way to go, Douglas! We fucking missed him dropping the gloves.
What do you say, Doug?
I don't fucking believe it. Missed him squaring off. Fuck!
Yeah, chuck up another wasted one, too. Fuck you, Bob, you know? Haven't done the job all fucking year.
Shit, you think something's gonna happen out there?
No.
No
This
way?
is Doug, no way. This is Doug Smith. We're trying here. He can get him the whole way.
He's coming too.
Look at him on it.
And here comes Doug Smith, and obviously anything that I'm going to say, I'm going to pick very carefully, because God knows what kind of mood this man is going to be in.
I just, Kenny, like I said right now, I mean, you know, this is why the fans were here, number one. It was good for the gate. It's sad that they have to have the terrible ruling, the 2 fights and you're out of the hockey game.
Yeah, I don't like
There's
it.
I
don't like it.
There's no excuse for it.
Didn't happen tonight.
Hey.
Don't be sorry.
Fucking
You loved
man.
it.
You got my shirt right over me, and I
Yeah,
got
we
it.
saw it.
It's lost.
We saw it.
You still, I mean, you look pretty scared.
All right, well, now get it, like,
We're very grateful and very lucky to have a candid interview with, come on back here, Doug. Kenny, come on back here. We're very lucky to have a candid interview. Make sure you got Kenny in there. You got it. We're very lucky to have Doug Smith, who is the guts, along with Adam Fatazio. Kenny, would you agree with me? It was the guts of the team and totally brought at least a 50% increase in draw of audience to the hockey, summer hockey. To any kids who are listening out there, what you witnessed on film, which was live, was good for the game, and we won't listen to anybody else.
with the quick questions.
Okay, Doug, how did it happen? Because we missed the total beginning of it, and none of the beginning of the fight was on film, which Bob Mio can be thanked for
I
that.
want to first thank Bob Mio for getting that fight on film for me.
You got most of it, missed the beginning of it.
Well, what happened at the beginning was that player that I fought went after one of my better players, Tom McGuire. They went into the corner, they hit each other, and he had a little more to give to Tom, so I went over and said something to him. And one thing led to another, and next thing you know, we had our go.
Did he have any ensuing words to say back to you from the comment? Did he know he was going to go with you?
Yeah, he definitely knew we were going to go, because I punched him in the face just to get it going. You know, I gave him a little par.
With your glove on.
Yeah, with my glove on. And,
that's how the fight started.
Yeah,
then
exactly.
You dropped the gloves and went.
Exactly.
Now, how was he able to get the shirt over your head? We missed it.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, Ken, we didn't get it.
I think just a lack on my behalf of being a little bit of inexperienced in in the game of hockey, you know, being my first year and all, I think he just got an upper hand on my shirt and just happened to pull it over my head, and it just stayed hooked around my neck, and I couldn't get it over.
How would you judge this young man? We don't know his name, unfortunately, but how would you judge him as far as his technique? Good? Did he get lucky, Dougie? Or?
Yeah, he definitely got lucky because
was he pseudo?
he definitely got lucky because he just reached out and grabbed me by the shoulder and just happened to pull back and pulled my shirt over my head.
What we did notice, which was wise for him, he did after the fight seem to end it in a gentlemanly fashion. And, I mean, we like to see that. We like to see two guys drop the gloves and then skate away and say, hey, you know, maybe meet you at the bar later for a beer. But, you know, the kid was there, and I got to give him all the credit in the world, John.
You do, Kenny, and one of the key things of it all was, you know, the kid was lucky. Another important factor I think that we're overlooking here is some of the bench comments from the Newman team.
Yes.
You know, you get your ass kicked finally, you know. We've got it on film, and
there could be somebody waiting on one of their front porches when they get home, John.
Yes, some of them were pretty quiet, and it's all on video. And some of them were very quiet when you skated towards the bench. Did any of the comments affect you? Did you?
Yeah, they did affect me.
Frenzy and maybe want to go onto the bench?
Yeah, they definitely affected me, and I was trying to get my shoulder harnessed off my back so I could say something back to the bench, and if they retaliated with more verbal, I was definitely going to jump the bench and try to have some more fun before I got thrown off the ice.
We could see that, Dougie. We appreciate that, number one. Number two, we could see it happen, and we also noticed that the entire Newman bench quickly silenced.
Well, I'd like to take this time just to shake Doug's hand for
same as me.
For many good hours of pleasure and enjoyment.
Thank you, Doug Smith.
Thank you, Doug.
We'll see you next year. We will see Doug Smith next year, hopefully. Yeah, we'll see some ways to kill him, man.
I think I'm going to become a sewing artist. And
Fuck you. Fuck you, Bob. Fuck you.
When NASA launched the Pioneer 10 spacecraft in 1972, it attached to it a golden plaque.
With this plaque, Pioneer carries a message to extraterrestrials about its home planet. Its symbols show the radio signature of our sun, where our planet is located, and what we looked like.
As Pioneer 10 journeys on beyond the outer known planets, the data it is sending back is also being used to seek a possible 10th planet. Indeed, a March 1992 NASA press release stated,
"Unexplained deviations in the orbits of Uranus and Neptune point to a large outer solar system body of 4 to 8 Earth masses on a highly tilted orbit beyond 7 billion miles from the Sun." In the past 2 decades, astronomers have joined the search to look for one more planet in our own solar system. They designate such a planet Planet X, meaning both unknown and 10th.
Maybe you wish to tell us in a few minutes the nature of those discoveries.
I'd be happy to, and you're absolutely right. And as a matter of fact, the date on here, I was just noticing, is 14 August 1978, which was just about 6 weeks after we discovered the fact that Pluto has a satellite. Once you have a satellite for a planet, you can determine how heavy it is. It turns out Pluto was very much smaller and lighter weight than we had thought, which meant that Pluto has no influence, no appreciable influence on the motions of the planets Uranus and Neptune. At that point, we voiced the hypothesis that this means that there is at least one yet to be discovered planet in the outer reaches of the solar system, and this naturally led directly to you and your interest in what we're doing, and that's when you sent me this book.
You have then postulated the existence or the appearance in some time years ago of a celestial body which you, I think, named in that paper an intruder.
Yes.
Which may have collided with or somehow turned on their side both Uranus and Pluto.
It did a lot more than that, as a matter of fact. In that paper, we hypothesized that this intruder passed very close to Neptune, that it dislodged one of what we then think were many satellites of Neptune, and one of them became the planet Pluto. We actually think Pluto was an escaped satellite of Neptune. This will also take the orbit of Triton, the big satellite of Neptune, and reverse it. We'll take the orbit of the satellite Nereid and extend it outwards. We can produce all of the observed aspects of the satellite system of Neptune plus Pluto's orbit just with this one single intruding planet. One of the things we did in 1978, having made this prediction that there was an additional planet, 10th or 12th, depending on your point of view, but it's the next one, we sort of put our money where our mouth was, as it were, and we went out and we started looking for this thing. And we've been searching for 12 years for this thing. We've been able to refine the search area somewhat, get it rather narrowed down. We do our predictions based on the observed anomalies in Uranus and Neptune. We actually are currently looking down in the region of Centaurus, which is just south of the constellation Libra, but very close to the area that you've talked about.
I think, Dr. Harrington, you have a pretty good picture, at least in your own mind, of what we are talking about, a big planet, a small planet.
Well, if it is in the kind of orbit that we describe here, it would have to be a planet that would have a mass something like 3 to 5 times the mass of the Earth. This would put it intermediate between the gaseous planets like Uranus and Neptune and the terrestrial planets that we have in the inner part of the solar system. So if this planet turns out to be in a 3,600-year orbit, then its mass will be correspondingly larger. But we're talking about something it's a perfectly reasonable kind of planet. It looks like a good, nice planet, small enough that it's not going to be completely enveloped in gas, so it's perfectly capable of supporting life forms of one kind or another. This one here is a map of the solar system as we know it. The inner planets, this is the orbit of planet Pluto, and this here is the orbit that I have proposed for the 10th planet, and here's where we think it is right about now in its orbit. This is your orbit for the planet, yes. And showing that it would come out of Sagittarius in biblical time, and that once you allow for precession, it would be around into Libra by now.